Good morning. Today is day 39. We are the temple of God. 1 Corinthians 6:19 says, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own." The Holy Spirit lives in us, not visits occasionally, not just shows up when we're at church. The Holy Spirit lives in us, and our bodies are the temple, the dwelling place of the living God. And that changes how we need to think about ourselves and how we treat ourselves. You know, in the Old Testament, the temple, it was the most sacred place on earth. It was where God's presence literally dwelt. People prepared themselves before they entered. It was treated with reverence because of who was inside it. So when Paul tells us that our bodies are now that temple, he's making a statement about our value that goes far beyond anything the world assigns to us. This has practical implications for how we live. What we put into our bodies matter. What we expose our minds to, that matters. How we treat ourselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually, that matters. Not because God is keeping score, but because the temple deserves to be cared for. 1 Corinthians 3:16 and 17 says, "Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person. For God's temple is sacred, and you together are that temple." For anyone fighting addiction, the truth is both sobering and it's empowering. The battle for sobriety is not just about willpower, it's about stewarding the temple that God has chosen to live in. And that fight gives us a purpose that goes well beyond just me. We are not our own. I'm not my own. We were bought at a price. And the God who paid that price, he didn't leave us empty. He moved in. So how would we treat ourselves differently? How would you treat yourself differently if you fully believed that the Spirit of God is living inside of you right now? Hope that helps. Be blessed by the best. We'll see you tomorrow.